All right, so I know you guys love these books when I bring out my big books. So I found one that's called Going on a Whale Watch. And Mrs. Szablewski actually went on a whale watch with her kids when we went on vacation. And we got to go out on a boat, and we went to a place where there was lots of whales. So the whale would come in and out of the water. We'd see the water spout go. We'd see their backs and their tails. So I thought it'd be a great idea to see if the book inside here shows a little bit about what Mrs. Szablewski saw on our whale watch. So let's see. Let's open it up and see what we can find. All right, so just like Mrs. Szablewski, we went on a boat. And here we are going on a boat. This isn't us, but here they are. It says, hold on. And look, sometimes when you go on a whale watch, you see dolphins. And you know they're dolphins because they're smaller. Their fins are a little bit shaped different than a shark, and you can see as they pop out of the water that they're not as big as whales. White side, single blowhole. So look at, you can see this is called a blowhole up here, and that's where the spout water comes from. So this is still the dolphins. Watching all around. And then a fin whale spout. So you see the spout right there? That's how we kind of knew there was whales around, because of their spouts. And we'd see that. Fin whales. So you can start to see a little bit of the side of them. And this is the fin. So the top of this is called the fin. So you can see this is a little bit bigger than the dolphins. This is pointing there. I remember we went from side to side of the boat seeing whales on each side. And this is a humpback whale, because you can see the humpback that he has over this way. You see it up there? Look how pretty it looks in the water. A humpback spout. Look how big that spout is. So that's a way that you can actually see where they are, because sometimes you don't see them in the water, but you see the spout, and that's when we used to go over to see what the spout is. So this is a paired blowhole. So it kind of looks like a nose up here. Can you see that? So that is a humpback whale with a paired blowhole. So two blowholes that spit this water out. Tail breach. This was always great. I got great pictures of this when they dove into the water and their tails came out. You could see how pretty they are and how big they are. So when they come back into the water, their tails are the last thing to go. So they're actually making what it looks like. It says tails up. It kind of looks like what the tails look like. Wow, this is called a headstand. I think we can do headstands, can't we? Well, the whales do them too. And so this is the last part that goes into the water. So you can see what they were making by cupping their hands. Look how pretty that looks. And this is tail lobbing splash. So this is when they kind of splash onto their sides. So you can see this, their fin right there, and a little bit of the tail that's right there. This is a bubble cloud. A bubble cloud will also kind of show you where the whale is or where the whale is going to come. Sometimes they go around and around underneath the water, and then you see this, and then they come up. So open your mouth. Do they open their mouths? Let's see. They do. Look at that. That is called a lunge feeding. So if in the water, if there is fish that they want to eat, they'll come up from underneath and get the fish this way, and they open their mouths to eat, and it's called lunge feeding. And this is both their flippers. As you can see, he's on his back, and so his flippers are up in the air. I remember when we went that they said the whales love to perform for people, so they're always doing stuff like this. So it was a fun thing to do. And this is the flipper wave. So they're kind of waving to everybody to say hi. So this is the side of the animal, and that is his flipper, and a little bit of his fin. And slapping slapping splash. So when they come take this and they put it down, they get a big splash on the side. Over there, over here, he says, and she says. So they're looking for the whales too. And look at the deep dive. Look how pretty that is. Tail flukes. And again, that's from a humpback whale. So look how pretty, very close that they got to it. So that's the very tip of their tail. and a footprint. So footprint, kind of like ours, that if we were to go in the mud and we walked through it, you'd see our footprint in the mud. This is kind of the same thing. So this is kind of the footprint to where the whale was. So once the whale comes back down, it kind of leaves like a shadow of where it was. Surprise! Oh my goodness, this was our favorite part of the trip when we saw them do this. This is called spinning breach. So what it is they dive underneath and then they come out of the water and they kind of flip on their side as they're coming out of the water and going back in, and I bet you they'll make a really big splash. We saw this a couple times and it was so much fun. Wow, look at that. The whole whale is out of the water except for the little part of his tail, but look at that. All of the whale is out. Look how pretty it is. And then look, a giant splash. It went back into the water. Look at that. This was really neat. So this is called a mink whale. So it looks like it's just a little bit of the top of it again. And now they're all done whale watching, going back to port. So this is just a couple facts about the animals and the whale. See, there's different types of whales. There's an Atlantic white-sided dolphin and a mink whale and a humpback whale and a fin whale. So those are different things that you can actually look up when you go to your computer. You can look up whales and whale watching, and maybe you see real live people watching whales and going out into boats. So if you get a chance, do that. But this was really fun. You guys got to learn a lot of facts about whales. So I hope you have a fun W Whale week.